Hello and welcome back to the Achievement Planner. Today we're going to be talking about Hello Neighbor. Hello Neighbor is a cool little game, and at first I wasn't sure about this, especially since you have to do a lot of jumping in this game, and you can do a lot of falling in this game. You got to figure out how to get to certain places. So at first it's a little irritating, to be honest, but after a while, once you get used to it, it's not so bad. So Hello Neighbor. This is the core game. There are some different Hello Neighbors, which I will cover, but this is the main game. It has 17 achievements and for 1,000 points. And I would say that, well, normally this game takes about 8 to 10 hours. Everybody says it's really quick, 1,000 points. I actually found it kind of difficult, only because of the jumping, especially at one part, which I'll talk about. And it took me almost 19 hours. So it could take you a little time if you're not great at jumping. But overall, it's not a super long game. You only need to do one playthrough of it, because you could always go back to the acts if you miss something. And also, I would give this a 3 out of 10 difficulty, only because of the physical aspect of it, jumping. So now the interesting thing about this game is every achievement can only be gotten after you get to Act 3. In this game, there's Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, and the finale. You can only get them Act 3 and on. So I was playing the first 2 acts. I'm like, where are the achievements? What's going on? And yeah, I found out later that you can only get them in Act 3. So don't worry, you'll get them. Act 3 is a lot longer than the other 2 acts anyway. So in this, I have 3 different categories. The first one is story achievements. The second one is miscellaneous achievements. And the third one is hidden achievements. Ooh, a new category. All right, so anyway. So the first one, story achievements. You can get this 230 points. I have 5 achievements in there. You can get these basically by just playing the game, finishing. 3 of them are actually little mini game type things, which are a little bit harder. One is where you're in a shopping center. One's when you're in a school. And one's when you're in a closet trying to climb up. I know it sounds weird. You'll see. It's really interesting how they make the game work. The second category, miscellaneous achievements, I put 5 achievements in there for a total of 490 gamer score. And the first one is called Shoot 'em Up, and Shoot 'em Up is basically where you're going to be getting a gun, but it has like one of the corks in the part at the end where the bullet comes out. Wow, what is that word? The barrel, right at the end of the barrel. That's it. Okay. So it's not a real gun. It's just a toy gun. And you're going to get it. And what you have to do is you need to go around Act 3 and you need to find 4 mannequins. The neighbor has these mannequins. And he has pieces of cake. And he has a party room. And you need to basically get the mannequins, get the cake pieces, put them in this room, get them all around a table, and you get your prize. And it is a toy gun. So that's a shoot 'em up one. Easier said than done. You need to know where they are. You can find many guides for that. And again, you're going to use the umbrella a lot. It's going to help you float around his house. And so trying to get to some of these places to get him is a little challenging, but if you follow a guide, it's fine. I'll put up some guides too. The second miscellaneous achievement is called Space Jam, and all you got to do is go next door and shoot the basketball and make it. Easy one. Number 3 is Don't Bite Snow White. Anyway, that's where you actually have to go up to the top of the house. And here's the most challenging part of the game for me. There's this track that goes around in Act 3, and there's a cart on it, literally like a roller coaster track. And you have to get on top of this cart. And to get on top of it, you got to go on pipes. Again, you can watch guides, but it's challenging. Once you get on that cart, I found that I was able to get onto the roof and then unlock another thing, and then I was able to do everything from there. So that cart was the hardest part for me, to be honest. The whole game, it took me the longest part. So once you get up to the roof, you need to then make your way all the way up, and actually, you get the Watch Your Head achievement as well. Number 4, Watch Your Head, you need to make it all the way up to the top of the roof, the windmill. And then once you get to the windmill, you'll get the Watch Your Head, and then you have to float down with the umbrella to another point, and you will get a seed. And you get that seed, and then you plant that seed in a certain spot, and it's a spot in the garden in the front of his house all the way on the right. And you're going to plant that seed, and you're going to water it, and then after literally 3 hours of gameplay, you have to be in the game for, I think it was 3 hours. The tree grows and a golden apple's on there, and then you shoot the golden apple down and you get it. That's the achievement for Don't Bite Snow White. And then the last one is the 5th one, Meet Joe Black. And Meet Joe Black is where you take one of the mannequins, you put it in the street and let it get hit by a car. How terrible. I can't believe you did that to that poor mannequin. It's just a shame. So, those are your 490 gamer score for the miscellaneous achievements. The last category is hidden achievements, and the reason why these are hidden is because they're literally hidden. I said literally 3 times in this video, I think. So, there's a point in the 3rd act where you could take this little tram car over to another section, which is part of the game. I think there's actually even a mannequin on that side. And then what you do is you have to jump into this other area, which you can see in the guides I put. And then you go into this this glitchy part of the wall where you can go into the actual town that they live in and just visit all the different places. So these 7 achievements, which I have here for 280 points, gamer score, you just have to go to each of the places. One is the hospital, one is the supermarket, and once you go to each of those places, you get those 7 achievements, and that's that. Not a super hard game, except for the physical parts of it where you have to jump and not fall. Other than that, it's basically a stealth horror game. Not really horror necessarily that it's scary, but when he catches you, it's a little intimidating with the music especially. And I feel that being chased in any game is a little bit scary. So that's it for this one, and I will see you soon. Bye.